appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg, it gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Carter. Siakam is out there with Lee. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And Zubac in at the 5. And Clark for the Pacers continues to play for the trade in 2022 for Tyrese Halliburton. Charting a new course for the franchise.
Boy, he's been such a phenomenal catalyst for this surge in Pacer basketball recently. A gifted floor general, loves to be able to get out and play in the open court, is a magnetizing force in positivity for this Pacer team. Great teammate, great leader, and really is the face of the franchise currently.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And, Shams, we appreciate the report. And here are the Raptors now. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thanks to Zubac. Lee against Lee. And Lee with the basket on the assist from Zubac.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Andrews. He had 35 points last game out. Here's Barnes. That one, no good. Good D by Siakam. Carter with the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over Siakam. Lee, that's good. Lee's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Carter against Barrett.
Watch the screen.
3-pointer. Lee, that's good. Lee's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Toronto.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
That's good from Carter. And he sinks the second. Makes all 3.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Barnes outside and stolen by Siakam. Carter for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Carter's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Barrett. His last outing, he had 18 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Halliburton for 3. Last shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Lee with the ball. Zubac defending. From the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
And here's Barnes for three. And Lee pulls it down. Here's Indiana. They're on a 12-3 run. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Carter outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Indiana converting. Raptors trail by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Starting for Indiana. They won that game against the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Pass to the body guard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Andrews. No scoring in this one. Here's Lee. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Into the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Is now given a chance to discuss some potential changes. Teams with the quickest hands in the league. Number 1, the Pacers. The Raptors in second.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Siakam looking around. Out to Lee. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. It's at the pick. There's the lob to the hoop. Lee outside. Here's Andrews. Sinks the triple.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Lee outside. Here's Andrews. opponents have had no luck trying to contain him. He's averaging a staggering 34 points a game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, here's Siakam. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. They need this. Indiana again missing. Toronto leading by 3. The bodyguard drives to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Carter issued the lead. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Free throw good, lead. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's Andrews, defended by Carter. Andrews passes to Lee, 6 to shoot. It's tipped from deep three-point territory. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Here's the body shot, and it gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Thanks for the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Deciding to change it up. Carter against Middleton. Indiana moving it around. Nembhard, the pass to
We're here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Free throws good from Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Back to Carter. Here's the three. Barnes grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the three.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Pass to Carter. To the paint. Stolen. Fast break Toronto. Stolen by Carter. Launches from deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Stolen by Carter. And here comes the break. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Carter's got 10 points. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Pass to Barnes. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. And it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton on the wing. Lock at 6. Here's Andrews.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Here's the bodyguard. He has 6 to the middle. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Barnes for 3. No good there.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tappan kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Neesmith. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Their shot is off. The Raptors with the lead. Barnes outside. Here's Murray Boyd. Uncovered. Carter pulls it in. Pacers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And it's the Raptors ball. Pass to Murray Boyd. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Carter for 3. The shot missing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court for Indiana, McConnell and Nembhard at guard. Pirtle is out there with Lee, and it's Neesmith in at the 3. Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Nembhard. Lee goes in. Here's Nembhard. Lee left side. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Free throw good. Lee. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit. His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
First in steals, second in fast break points, and they also show up in the top 5 in assists. A major focus for them, sharing the basketball and really keeping everyone involved.
And at the top of the league in steals, their defense has gotten everyone's attention this season. You know, Greg, it's amazing how much energy they put into their D. Free throw good, Lee. Both free throws good for Lee.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Down low. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Drills the three-pointer. Mamukelashvili has got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now McConnell hasn't made one yet. 5 to shoot. Here's Lee from deep three-point land, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the foul to go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
First game foul.
Quickly. Here's the screen to the right side. Mamukelashvili. Well, good with the triple. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Nembhard against Barrett. Nembhard the pass to Purtle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Shot loose. Here's Lee. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Lee's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Murray Boyle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Into the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
See some of the numbers for Lee. He's right around 29 points a night, 11 assists and 12 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Indiana trailing here. Lee outside. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Quickly. Still yet to score. Here's Lee. Back to Quickly. Shot clock at 5. Over McConnell. And it's Quickly missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision. Plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Here's Nembhard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Andrew Nembhard.
And here is Lee. Pass to Quickly. And here's Barrett. Nembhard covering. Nembhard grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pirtle sets the pick for Lee. Drains the three-pointer. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Quickly finds Barrett. Here's Mamu Kelishvili, defended by Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Pirtle with a screen on Barrett. Nembhard the pass to Pirtle. At the elbow, it's Barrett. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Look, we know R.J. Barrett can score, but I like the improvement he's shown defensively over the course of his career. He has put in the effort.
And Indiana making a change here. Zubac is checked in for Pirtle. Pascal Siakam comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Carter is checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Zubac a screen on Lee. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Coming into this, having not had a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here's Lee. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Here's Lee. They trail by 1. Siakam passes to Zubac. And here is Lee. A three-pointer is right on target. Lee's got 18 points in the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Second, the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Pacers on defense. Here's Andrews. Lee outside. Lee with the steal. Pass to Halliburton. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The bodyguard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lee finds Middleton. Here's the bodyguard. Now here's Lee. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from Barnes. Hits it down to Middleton. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game. He's on the board for 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
To the inside, and stolen by Siakam. Carter with the 3. The bodyguard grabs the board. The bodyguard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barnes hits it down to Middleton. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Lee. Carter with a screen on Lee. Shots good by Lee. Lee's got 21.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Here's the bodyguard. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Siakam, covered by Lee. It's tipped. And here's the break. All going up court. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be different.
Mind the lane.
Game changers.
Mind the lane.
Momentum shifts,
shot.
especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Pacers trail by 5. Carter outside. And the Pacers another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Cleveland.
And he also controlled the backdoor as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 three-pointers in the first quarter.
Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Middleton the pass to Lee. Lee with the steal. Halliburton for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on an 11-3 run. Lee kicks to Halliburton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Indiana, 3.5 back.
Right now for the Pacers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Andrews. Back to Barnes. Packers moving the ball around. Here's the bodyguard. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Andrew. Skinny's got 6.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Lee dishes to Carter. Lee passes to Carter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Andrews with the drive. Middleton against Siakam. Middleton can't get it to go. The Pacers shoot the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% for the field. On the wing, Lee, covered by Lee. Over Lee. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight in the corner. Middleton with it. It is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Lee outside. And the last second attempt does not go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Raptors leading by 3. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look at the players of the week. For the West, the closer.
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level.
Work ethic has certainly been the name of the game for him lately. And in our game with the Raptors, a close, entertaining first half.
They have played like they wanted, fighting for every missed shot. You love to see that passion, man.
Yeah, you can sense the urgency in their game. We'll see if they can sustain it. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Pacers trail by 3. We've got Barnes. Skinny is out there with R.J. Barrett. That's the bodyguard, and it's Lee at the small forward. That's the move starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Boy, the long arms of Siakam really an asset when it comes to rebounding.
Here's Andrews. He had a nice open look right there. Barrett's got 11 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now, here's Halliburton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
But Halliburton was hungry for that hoop, taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself. You know, we've seen Halliburton be elite for stretches in his career. Not at that level every night, but he's working on being more consistent, and I don't think it's far off for him.
Lee outside, and the Raptors get it in from deep.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Zubac with the screen for Lee. Just his first attempt, and it's denied. And here's the finish break. Leading the way. Here's Barnes. Good D by Siakam. Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton passes to Lee. Over Lee. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pass to Andrews. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. You look at Lee, 3rd in assists and a great leader. And, of course, lights out a little bit down the ladder. Here's another top assist man in the NBA. Just a great leader.
And they're demonstrating the breadth of their offensive talent as far as creating. A great sign for both of them in their NBA development.
You know, sharing the ball is one of the toughest things to learn, but they graduated top of their class on that. Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
That one goes in. Barrett's got 13.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Zubac kicks to Lee. Back to Zubac. Barnes right side. Lob pass to Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And this is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
For the bodyguard. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's averaging 15 points a game, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton with it. He's got 12. Carter for 3. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Carter's got 16.
No way Halliburton is going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Carter outside. Siakam outside. And Indiana, another 3.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Pass to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Carries the long-range jumper. 18 points for him.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Siakam. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The three. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Lee.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Barrett gets the lead. Off target from outside.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Siakam takes it off the glass. And now just a 2-point Toronto lead.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stretch for the Raptors.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals. You're not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Now here's Barnes. He's been a nice option for them offensively. He's averaging 17 points a game. The Pacers making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game.
And they're also #1 in distributing the basketball. That's a testament to their supreme unselfishness and the passing talent of their floor leaders.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. And he knocks down the first one. Carter hits them both. Here's Barnes. Pass to Andrews. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 6 assists in the game. Halliburton gets the lead. Now Carter fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Carter's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
At the line for 2, number 6.
2 shots. Last in the first.
And he makes the first. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pacers trail by 4. Lee passes to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Carter. Over Bennett. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Lee. That's now 26 points for the Machine.
And he's clearly. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, a little extra.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's Lee. The Pacers making the shot. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Lee outside. Pass to Andrews. Off target from three-point range. Indiana trailing here. Lee passes to Siakam. And Barnes sends it back. And it's off the back rim. No good. Toronto's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Over to the left wing. Andrews. Out to Lee. Fires from way outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Lee. He got 26. Shot clock at 3. Carter outside. It's good from long range. Carter's got 34 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Lee. Indiana also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Perk. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Barrett against Nembhard. Here's Andrews. 15 points in the game. Lee with the steal. Outside Carter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 12. Andrews passes to Barrett. Pass to Andrews. 5 to shoot. Barnes straight on Zubac. Andrews, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto trailing. Middleton outside. Pass to Andrews. There's the screen. Over Carter. And that one's good. Andrews. Skinny's got 17.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Zubac finds Nembhard. Halliburton outside. There's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. The bodyguard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Andrews.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's the bodyguard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. It's a 4-point Toronto lead.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Lee outside. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Nembhard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Barnes Barnes outside. Lee with the steal. For the finish. And Lee with the stop. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Barnes against Lee. Lee with the block. And he recovers it. Bounce pass Middleton. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Andrews. It's rebounded by Indiana. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 4 Klay at home for them. And it's Carter missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Andrews passes to Barnes. Inside. Here's the bodyguard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Rocket Poodles check in for Zubac. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Halliburton. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 1. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Carter for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Andrews. He's got 17. Lets it go from deep. A 3 from Barnes. Good on the 3-point shot. Barnes has got 5 now. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Raptors lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Indiana. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Carter out there with Lee, and it's Pirtle in its center. And he makes that one.
Out-muscling defenders Middleton. Redesigning that interior.
Lee sets a screen for Halliburton. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. Pass to quickly. Shoots the 3. Brings home the trifecta. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Halliburton sets the pick for Pirtle. Pulls up on post. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Pirtle. Carter's got 39.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And the first one drops. makes both free throws. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 6-point game. Lee outside for three. Hits it from three-point range. Lee's got 31.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Lee, covered by Lee. Here's Murray Boyd. And again, Toronto no up.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer three so bad.
Nembhard the pass to Lee. To tie it up. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pass to Middleton. Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Burdick. And it's Mamukelashvili missing. Pacers trail by 3. Carter outside. Screen by Burdick. Can't tie it up because that one's no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's stolen by Carter. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Count that bucket. Carter's got 41.
And you know what? From the first half.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. For the Raptors. Skinny comes in for quickly. And the Pacers also making a change. Zubac is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And as always, Ali, great job. Thank you. Here's Andrews. Out to Lee. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Lee's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Carter for 3, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, number 6.
First free throw is good. Good on both. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Carter with the three. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 5 assists tonight. Lee outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Andrews. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot. Kitchen by Zubac.
Excellent at guarding the rim. When you challenge Zubac like this, he'll make you regret that move.
Here's Nembhard. And it's Zubac atop the key. Pass to Halliburton. That's a 2 from Lee. No good. That would have tied it. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. And the officials have called the elitist.
That's green. Chicken wing.
And now it's to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Washington Wizards. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The Pacers making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Carter with the three. Connects from three-point range. Carter's got 47 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Back to Middleton. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
Team foul. At the line for one, Chris Middleton.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength, but he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passers and nice ball skills.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
That one goes. Count it.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this move.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Chris Middleton is a bad man. Loves giving it to the defense.
Halliburton gets to Clark. Takes the three. The bodyguard grabs the board. The bodyguard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lee outside. Pass to Murray Boyle. The three-pointer off the mark. Pacers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in normal.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his ring.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember. If they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And it's Carter missing. He's leading by 3. Here's the bodyguard. And finish with 2 hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is Carter. Good. Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Look, in a game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. Barrett comes in for Chris Middleton. Now Siakam. Halliburton for 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They grab their own miss. He gives it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points.
Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Cook. Zubac with the screen for Cook. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Raptors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Andrews. Barnes passes to the body. Showing off the post move right there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Pacers trail by 3. Carter outside. Now Halliburton. To tie it up. That shot no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue this.
A three-pointer. Good.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Lee against Lee. Now Carter. It's going by Derek. Barnes. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And here is Lee. 2 minutes. Puts it up to 17. Buries the jumper.
He's been doing it all night.
And no let up in the leader, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to experiment leads, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in the game.
And he's blocked from 2016, which was the top slot in threes in the game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
What's up?
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. That's good.
Coming up with the goods there. Showing he can deliver.
He against Lee. Carter outside. Now Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Green by Zubac. The three doesn't go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Tyrese Halliburton. Third personal foul. 14 fouls.
Carter comes in with the double team. Siakam with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Missed on the three. And that's an intentional foul.
15 fouls. At the line for Milwaukee. Taking 2 fouls.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do. It turns on motivation. What they said to you. Hey man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame. Can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant. Check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies. You might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do. It turns on motivation. What they said to you. Hey man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame. Can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant. Check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies. You might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid.
Halliburton with it. From 15 feet away. Good work there as it goes down.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, if you missed at the strike, and they're right there within range, you know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Carter outside. Good! Carter from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in the game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier. Now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So it's Toronto winning this one. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
And that about wraps it up. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Lights Out.